Test, test.
You're good.
Okay.
I mean, just turn you down a little bit. Yeah, you're good.
All right. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. I just got kabooshed again. All right. Sorry about that, Daniel Jones. All right. So when the 15-minute time frame on my indicator 4 reversed to sell, it correlated with its 30 and 60-minute time frame. You guys have to start incorporating, okay, the ADX here. You have to start looking at the negative MACDs. Now, this is a set strategy here, okay? This is a unbelievable set strategy. So when you have the algorithm reversing to sell, and you have the ADXs rising on the 30-minute, and you have the ADXs rising on the 60, are you kidding me? This market was ready for a cabooshin. So basically, every bounce that we got on the 5-minute time frame was an absolute killer. So that means that because the ADXs were rising on the 15, the 30, and the 60, the market never really even had a chance. Okay. Now, if you want to see something, look at the SDSs, which is the Pro Ultra Short. Okay. This is the only bull flag, which turned out to be the bear flag. And that's why the NASDAQ got absolutely slaughtered at the end of the day, dropped north of 100 points. If you see this bull flag here, the ADXs are rising on the 60, on the SDS, on the SDS. Sorry, the SQQQs is the one for the one too many Qs. SQQQ. Sorry. You can see this pullback right here on the SQQQs, right, was really the first pullback. So you got oversold into a rising ADX, big buying pressure. Anything greater than 10, you had a plus 15. ADX is rising on the 30. ADX is rising on the 60. Look at the QQQs. On the inverse, you can see the Qs got up to 602.77, got dropped about 2.5 points. Look at the NASDAQ at that time. Got absolutely kabooshed. This was a monster short right here on the 15, right here around, what time is it? Right here. Where am I here? NASDAQ futures 315. Does this it? 10:15 in the morning. It was right 1600 right here. It was right here. Okay, it got up right around the 345 at 24,974. And look at this, 24,974, dropped 90 points, right? Unbelievable. Good job. You shorted Broadcom. So you want to see a great short in Broadcom here today? Look at this Broadcom. Like, where the hell is Broadcom going here, right? You're in a negative trend on the 30 and 60-minute time frame. So it was just really pushing up here. You can see it here at 10:30 in the morning. And the MACDs could not confirm the highs. So this was a really good short here on Broadcom. Got absolutely kabooshed right after the opening. I want to show you another great pattern for the day. I want to show you the USOs. Now, I know you need to look at the USOs in order to trade oil, okay? But I want to just show this to you. You see the 60-minute time frame? It reverses the buy here. Well, when that 60-minute reversed to buy, the MACDs were positive. The ADXs are off. ADX is off. Positive MACD. Look at this. Look at this pattern here. Look at this pattern. Oversold on the 15. Oversold on the 30. Your weight. Look at this. Boom. Kaboom. This is a oversold into a positive MACD. Oversold on the 15 into a positive MACD on the 60 and 30. Smoke screen. Do you see that? That's a kaboom right there. Right? Do you see that? 44 the Punisher, Lord Giorgio. Now you want to see the monster pattern of the day. It has to be this is why you need to look at the underlying ETFs when you're trading like gold, silver, S&P, or NASDAQ. So we get this gap up here, right? Whistleblower. Hey, whistleblower, where the hell have you been? You took that oil trade? That was a great one. Okay. Now you see the kaboom, right? Now you see the gap up here on the SLVs. It pushed up. And what do you think it did? It pulled in. Nice bear flag, right? Bull flag right here. You can see the oversold condition into the positive MACD. Okay, right? Moving out of New Mexico. We'll move to Florida. Okay, come join me here. Okay, and then you see the ADX. So look at this. The ADXs are rising. You got the big buying pressure here, big buying pressure. All right, and then you get this oversold condition here, right here. Started buying it on this bar here. Never look back. New highs when you see that, especially when you get an oversold condition into a rising ADX on the 15 to 30, and look at the 60-minute time frame. Okay, look at the 60 rising it. Look at this monster buying pressure. And then what happened at the end of the day? Another bull flag on silver, right? Another bull flag on silver. Okay. Oh man, the S&Ps were about this now. Damn it. NASDAQ just ran 50. Come on, Stephen. Okay. All right. I want to show you one great pattern at the end of the day, and please pay attention to this. So you're in a negative trend. Okay. Can anybody? What was the low here? Jesus Lord God. 76 trombones. Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me right here? And I'll make this a little smaller so you can see. Let me see who it. Flash Gordon. Okay, Flash Gordon. Can anybody tell me why the S&Ps, I was going bananas on this low here, this new low at the end of the day? Can anybody tell me why I said with 5 minutes left to go in the game, they're going to explode to the upside? Anybody know? Corp Trades, Willie. Flash Gordon, 44 the Punisher. Smokescreen, you should know this, Smokescreen. You're in with me. Come on. Let's do it. Anybody know? Anybody? Come in Manila? Nobody? I'll give going once. Whistleblower. Anybody want to give a stab here? Flash Gordon, Lord Giorgio Capital. No? And there was almost about what? $3 billion for sale on the close? Okay. Nobody wants to guess. MACD's, right? Ragav, non-confirmation Smokescreen. That's not a triple Indy, Jonathan. Okay. You're in a negative trend. Okay, Jonathan, watch this. Short covering? No. The MACD did not confirm WBB. He's 100% correct. You're making new lows, and the MACDs did not confirm the low on the 15, on the 5, and the MACDs cannot confirm on the 15. Plus, you're getting a new push down into a positive MACD on the 15-minute time frame. There you go, whistleblower. Okay? Right? So you had two buy divergences here. Two. Okay? You had the 5-minute time frame, the MACDs couldn't confirm. Actually, three divergences. Okay? Three. Okay? You had the first pullback on the oversold condition, right? Making new lows. The 5-minute MACD could not confirm the low. It should have made a new low. It should have went like this, right? Second, you made a new low here, but the MACDs are positive. Third, okay, you're making a new low, okay, and the MACDs cannot confirm the low. So there's a difference here. The MACD is positive, so you make a new low, and you're pushing down, and the MACDs are positive. That's number two. Number three, you're making new lows, and the MACDs do not confirm the low. Damn it, NASDAQ just exploded. Same pattern. Damn it. All right. That's an absolute Picasso. Frame that. Put on your wall. Okay? So even in a negative trend, you can have a buy divergence. Even in a negative trend, you can have a buy divergence. Okay? Does everybody understand that? Okay? Right? NASDAQ was identical. The same thing. Now, if you want to see part B to this equation, look at the spiders. Okay? If I could type. Look at the spiders. Okay? When you're making the new low here, okay, the spiders could not make a new low on the 15. Okay? J Shine, right? I kind of got you, Steve. I'm just using Volume Pro. I don't know what Volume Pro is. Flash, what's that?
Volume profile.
Oh, volume profile? I don't use that. Damn, look at them turn up. Jesus Lord God Almighty. NASDAQ just ran 60, 70. Oh God. What?
Silver got like 20 points.
I know. It just everything's exploding here. Because look, oh my God. All right. Anyway, okay. Jonathan, do you understand that? Volume profile? I don't even use that, but okay. I can just see it here, you know. But again, the real pattern was off of Trump at 9 o'clock, right? Not 8 o'clock. I thought it was 9 o'clock. I thought he was going to talk at 9 o'clock now.
It's at 9.
Is it 9?
Yeah, at 9 p.m.
Let me look here. Is it 9 o'clock now?
On TradingView, it's
I thought 9 p.m. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock Eastern. Yeah. All right. Okay. Whew. My God. All right. So you're going to start seeing volatility really pick up here. Okay. And you really have to really learn to adjust with the volatility. Okay. Now you understand, right? Oh my God. You see that silver last night? That silver, this is a double red short. This should have been shorted here. Just now, 91s. Jesus, took my eye off it. All right, let's watch this crazy silver. This silver that's saying can go to 100. Can you believe it? This silver, oof. What a night last night, Billy Das, right? Billy Das. Wow. So anyway, this webinar really is to teach you, not to trade, okay? Well, that you see that bull flag last night? Oof. That bull flag was wild. Absolutely wild. On that pullback, right, Billy? Remember I told you when the algorithm was higher than the moving average, expect a sharp drop, and that's exactly what happened, right? Okay. Does anybody have any questions at all? Anybody? Anybody have any questions? But this webinar here is sponsored by BluSky. You're talking a great bunch of people, great firm. You see what happened with I'm not going to mention the name of a firm the last 2 days. The war stories I'm hearing from people. It really is, BluSky is committed to you guys to do well. Michael, he'll be back at the beginning of the year. I'll be doing a lot of projects with Michael. But again, one of the things that BluSky is, and a lot of people are picking them from my Discord. They're really finding how great the firm is, customer support, everything across the board. But the payouts, there's no problems. I just saw online. I don't know. I got some type of a link today, and I saw people going crazy about what whatever that name of that firm. I don't mention it, but I'm not here to talk bad about anybody. But you're talking BluSky, great people. Michael, Rich, McCurm, the whole team is committed. And if you do well, right? If you do well, they want to see you trade real capital. So I just think that all of you here should understand the true commitment. All right. Now, I don't think anything's really going to happen here. Well, I know smoke screen. To be bluntly honest with you, I can't control that. People have to be comfortable in what they want, I mean, one guy told me yesterday he was up, 20 grand, and they took it away from him. Who does that? That's insane. I don't know. That's insane to me, though, but here nor there. So if you look at the bigger time frames here in gold tonight, you can see these yellow dots. These yellow dots represent the price within the algorithm right here. If we do get any push up to new highs here, these MACDs are going to be a problem on the 15 and the 30. Okay. It should run into a brick wall. The 60s look like they want to give one more look at the 60-minute time frame. Kaboom, right back up. Look at that, 30, 40 points. Why do you think gold's going to get kaboomed? Kabooshed, I mean. Why? You're 100 points above the 10-bar moving average on the daily. I mean, if it is pulling 100 points, it's going to eventually go to 4,600. Right? If you think it's going to the moon, then you say it's kaboom, not kaboosh. Kaboosh means down. Right? Kaboosh means down. Right? All right. So, how many people, how did everybody, I know Smokescreen did great today. Jonathan, how'd you do today, Jonathan? Jonathan, how'd you do today? How many people did well today? How many people did well trading with BluSky today on their BluSky accounts? Good job. No left? No? Okay. All right. So, again, the way... Really? Kaboom and kabooshed? So don't do anything wrong because he said you're going to get kabooshed. Wow. So you want to see a really great pattern here? I'm going to show you a really great short pattern, man. It was a monster short pattern in the NASDAQ today, right around the 10:30 in the morning time period. This was an absolute Picasso. You see this gap down like this drop? Look at this monster bear flag right here. 25,315 right here. 25,000, was it? Yeah, I was shorting them. I said 25,000, 115 to like 35.40. The high was 21. Look at this. Almost 100 points just on the next bar. Okay. You see that? Smokescreen, they're great people. Okay. All right. So, again, another bear flag here. Another bear. Look at these bear flags. One bear flag. You can short them here, short them again, short them again, short them here. Again, ADXs are rising on the underlying ETFs. It was Christmas in December. Nader, that's a great job, Nader. Great job, Nader. Okay? Great job. Now, I want to teach you all something that's really important. Now, I showed the cues a couple times tonight, the spiders, okay? I want you all to realize that, and I taught this to the #1 trader in the world, okay? In my opinion, okay? And he's a very good friend of mine, and I've known him for over 40 years. And I told him and taught him, right, that in order to trade the continuous contracts like the NASDAQ, S&Ps, well, he was a big S&P trader, right? The S&P futures, you need to look at the underlying ETFs during the U.S. session, right? And that was really the focal point. And he said to me, Stevie, how did you figure this out? I said about 1.5 years of research, right? So if you want to trade at night during the Asia session or during the European session, be my guest, right? Exactly 44 the Punisher, right? But when you want to trade during the U.S. session, you need to look at the underlying ETFs. I showed you the USOs today. Oil rallied the dollar. Gold. I showed you silver. When silver gapped up, the 15-minute time frame correlated with the 30 and the 60. And you could trade buy pullbacks on silver, on the 5 and on the 15. Two nice pullbacks on the 15. Day over. On one alone, we caught a pattern. I think ran about 70 cents on so like that. Now, I'm going to show you a really great pattern on silver, which was phenomenal here. Okay? Happened towards the end of the day. And I want to see where it is right here. Okay, you see this here? Okay? This it? This is it right here. So, what time is this? Yep, 3:30. Okay, you see this here? Everybody? When the algorithm, listen carefully, when the algorithm reverses to buy, when the MACDs are above the pivot on that particular time frame, and it's also above the pivot on, here's the pivot line, above the pivot on the 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frame, right? Right? You take the short, we got the short here, and then look what it did. Got absolutely kabooshed, 98, right? It dropped about 38 cents. Then I called the range to look at long, and it pushed up here about 25 cents off the low. So I think the average here was about 66, 68, and they kicked it out above 78, 81, like that. Okay? Now, can anybody tell me, what time is this here? Okay. Do you see when the 15-minute time frame gets overbought here into a negative MACD? There's no way silver's going up with that. There's no way. No way in hell. It got kabooshed, right? 44 the Punisher. It got absolutely kabooshed. I love the fact that so many people are using kabooshed and kaboom. Hendricks came to my office today, as he comes every day, and he kabooshes my office for the first 2 hours of the morning. He steps on everything. He wrecks my whole office. I get kabooshed early in the morning by Hendricks, my dog. The ETFs are what I use a lot of times during the U.S. session. However, that's a great question, WBB. A lot of times, they could be in sync with each other, okay? Kaboosh boom? No, I don't like that, okay? And then they can have disconnects. A disconnect means that one is saying one thing, because the math is different, right? The S&Ps and the index futures trade 22 hours, I believe, 45 minutes in a day, whereas the underlying ETFs I have set for what's called RTH, regular trading hours. Jonathan, remember that one? Jonathan? Okay. So what's important that you understand, okay, is that when you're trading the markets, you need to look at the underlying ETFs. If it's gold, the GLDs. If it's oil, the USOs. If it's the S&P, it's the SPY. Okay? If it's the NASDAQ, the QQQs. I talked to a big NASDAQ trader today. And he said to me, Steve, ever since I started looking at the QQQs, when I'm trading my NASDAQ, my trading has gone through the roof. I said, the math is different, and when they line up, it's over, OVA. Right, Jonathan? Jonathan, I miss you. Come back and visit me, Jonathan. Jonathan's a great person from California. Dying to learn, so passionate. He's a good man, great person on top of that, right? So, again, it's all about being consistent. I have people here today. So one guy wrote, listen to this. He's got 20 accounts, linked, 5 with this one, 5 with that one, 10 with that one, or whatever, or 4 5s, whatever. He linked them. He's a Marine. Great guy. And I have so many people like this, right? He linked them, and he wrote in the Discord today, and because I stream on Discord, and I also people write on Discord, and he wrote, Steve, you've changed my life pretty much. All I try to make is $250 a day on 20 accounts. That's $5,000 a day. That's $1.2 million a year. Never in my wildest dreams could I have ever made that money. Okay, just text me 914-500-7484, and I'll make sure Aaron and I get it to you. Period. Okay? Period. Okay? Sometimes, a lot of times, you remember, if you get this 5-day free trial, right, to my live stream, and you don't use it right away, it just goes poof, right? You can't just sit on it. I sent out a couple hundred, like 400 or 500, I think 100 people, 2 weeks later say, can I use a free trial? I didn't use it. I'm like, do you see there's an expiration date on there? Okay? And if anybody new out here wants to give me a call or text me, I'm here to help you. Okay? 914-500-7484. I also have a podcast on my SK Trading YouTube. Okay? All right? Called The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Right? So I want everybody to watch that. It really gives you a great understanding of my methodology. Okay? And for me, there's no greater joy in this world for me to teach you, for you guys to succeed, for you guys to do well in your life, and that for all of you to have your lives changed. Okay? That's what BluSky is about. Okay? You see these firms, I'm not going to mention their names. Okay? But you see that a lot of these people, right, give away these $19 and $20 evals. Come on, man. You know? Well, whatever. And then I only do business with the people I know. And Mike Tolbert and Rich are and Karam, phenomenal people. Phenomenal people. And that's what I want to be part of. Somebody, a great team, and people that want to make you succeed, okay? And give you every option. Okay? Look at this pullback on this silver. Oh my Lord. Look at this pullback. Good Lordy. Unbelievable. 615. Oh my God. What a rally. What a rally. Yeah, it's not impossible. It's not impossible, Flash Gordon. If you have 20 accounts, right? And you make $250 a day, that adds up. That adds up. I don't know about you, but I tell people all the time. I had these two guys in my office today from down in Miami, and I said to them, where could you go after what my friend made in the Discord? And he's been doing this every single day. He's an ex-Marine, never traded before. He's been doing this now for about maybe 5 months, Christopher. And I said, where could you go like this? You can't be a doctor overnight. You can't be a judge overnight. You can't be a lawyer overnight. You can't be a surgeon overnight. You can't be an athlete overnight. But you could be a great day trader overnight. Right? You could be a a great day trader overnight. That's a tongue twister. What's important here, okay? All right, Aaron. Aaron's getting military on me. Unbelievable, Aaron. Unbelievable. All right. So, all right. So, hey, Taylor Smith, how are you? So, again, what you need to do, love the helmets. All right. So, what you really need to do here, okay, is there's two types of trading. There's pattern trading, which I'm going to tell you right now, there's probably anywhere between 4 to 6 great patterns a day. We do probably anywhere between, what do you think, 25 to 50
Oh yeah, at least.
per?
Yeah.
Could be 25 to 50 per scalp trades a day. Silver, let me reframe that. Probably about 20 scalps a day in silver. S&Ps probably could be 20 to 30. NASDAQ, same thing. Gold, about the same as silver. That doesn't suck. That's a lot of trading. You guys will be in bed at 8 o'clock. What I'm saying, okay, what I'm saying is that when you're trading the markets, there's so many opportunities during the day. Like here, for example, I was kind of distracted. I didn't see it. I wasn't really looking up. Here's a strategy, right? The 5-minute time frame right here. Everybody, the 5-minute time frame reverses to sell. It correlates with the 15, 30, and 60. You short the first bounce on the 5. You could have started scaling in about 89.5 up to 94.5, right? You scale in, okay? Trades up to 91. Let's say your average price is maybe, 90.5, 90 3/4, and then gets kabooshed. $5.5, $6. Okay, $5.5, $6. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to tell you and explain to all of you, okay, is that you're going to get 4 to 6, maybe 4 to 8 great patterns a day, but you're going to get these 20 to 25, 30 scalp trades a day. Now, there's a big, difference. Scalp trading's, why is silver and gold going to get kabooshed? 44 the Punisher. I don't think like that. I trade what I see, period. I don't have, do I think the market's going to get kabooshed and those gaps are going to get filled on the dailies in 2026? Absolutely. 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 It could be in November with the midterm elections. It could be something, but who knows? Okay? Unbelievable, right? So, all right, we got about 3 minutes to go here. Again, great firm, BluSky. I want to thank Aaron tonight for helping out. Aaron's in Hawaii, a Marine through and through, right? Okay. All right. And I will tell you that, again, Michael Tolbert, get better, my brother. Hope to see you here early January. I want to thank Rich. I want to thank McCurm. I want to thank so many of you here, okay? And I just want all of you to recognize and understand, be consistent, learn to trade the markets, use it. You want to learn my methodology? I'm offering a 5-day free trial if you like. You can text me or Aaron's going to post the link. But it really, I have to say that it's an honor and a privilege to be here. I look forward to tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Again, we'll be doing this on YouTube. And I just want all of you to recognize that I'm here to help you. I want to see you guys succeed. And more importantly, it's really about learning as much as you can. Ragav, what are you asking me? But the ADX is down. Where are you talking about, Ragav? Okay. When an ADX is pointing downward, that means there's no trend in place. When an ADX is rising, that means the trend is in place. Okay. See the trend here, Ragav? That means a negative trend is in place here. Okay. Flash Gordon, good job. All right. So with that being said, we got about 2 minutes to go here. Okay. Let me just see if there's any questions here. Looking here, see if there's any questions. All right. Does anybody have any questions here at all? 5 minutes. I just texted you. Got it. Okay. I'll get to you here. Okay. The one thing about gold, I'll tell you that I'm kind of cautious about tonight, just to be very candid. The negative MACD on the 15, the negative MACD here on the 30. However, the 30s are getting oversold here. So even if you do get a push up, this is going to act like a roadblock. That's going to act like a roadblock. And of course, the 60-minute, look at this, still positive. So I can see gold. I can see gold do this here tonight. Oop, I can see gold do this tonight. You know, go down here a little bit and then up and then down into these negative MACDs here. Okay, so even if these 30s turn up here and gold gets to push up here, I still think that was the high of the day right here, the 78.80 level. Then I do think that you're going to get some type of a big resistance here with that negative MACD. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I want to say thank you again to BluSky. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see. Get back. You just broke my elbow. Get back. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Again, God bless you, and of course, God bless the United States of America. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.